Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful day. The Bitcoin halving is in 1 hour from now. In 1 hour, the Bitcoin halving, we're going to jump into the technicals and we're going to see what it means, what it's showing us before the halving. What does the halving mean? It means right now 950 Bitcoin is released to the miners for doing the transactions, the computers that are doing the transactions for the Bitcoin network every day. 950 Bitcoin. After the halving, that's going to drop to 400 around 400 Bitcoin. So it's going to cut the rewards for the miners in half, which means it's going to cut the supply that's being released to the network in half, which is bullish for the price. Reducing supply, increasing demand means price up. Hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. But in the short term, does it up is the question, because Bitcoin's already rallied from the bottom from 15K to now 63K going into the halving. It reached 73K. Let's go on to the weekly. Weekly volume is stable, not pumping going to the halving. Stochastic is coming down. Stock Guru bot still firing, Crypto Guru bot still firing a blue buy, still a blue buy now. It hasn't fired a red sell. The halving is upon us. It's now moved to 8 minutes after 4:20, the 20th of April. 8 minutes later. It's interesting. Yesterday's candle, we had a doji reversal candle. We had kind of a bottoming formation, 3 touches on that war news. 1 touch, 3 touches off that war news, and it's holding support. Stochastic oversold on the daily. Now going into the halving, will it hold is the question, or will it be a buy the rumor, sell the news? And then we have a huge drop down to 52.48. Very possible it's buy the rumor, sell the news. Usually I always go by buy the rumor, sell the news, but the difference is we haven't had such a pump going towards the halving. It's actually been dropping going towards the halving. Yesterday's trade activated and then hit take profits. Actually, it bounced, activated the trades, and it went all the way to 65K. Now pulling back to 63K. Volume is increasing. I'm seeing like big symmetry here, where you can see we have a big like topping formation, rounding top. We also have M pattern forming. The main support I would say is at 52, so it can easily break down here, but it did manage to hold during all that Iran-Israel war news. It triple bottomed off 59K and then bounced quite strongly. Now, do we get a bounce off here in continuation, or is it buy the rumor, sell the news, and after the halving we just see a huge dump on Bitcoin? That is the question. Now, if you zoom out, you can see that I drew it here, that after the halvings, which is one of them is today, you can see that after the halvings, the previous halvings, one happened in 2016, one happened in 2020. In 2016, it took 518 days after the halving to reach the top of the bull market. 518 days. Let's get rid of this one. 518 days to reach the top of the bull market in the 2016 one. And in the 2021, after the halving, we had a slight drop, and then we had, or even it just held around even. Then it took 560 days to reach the top of the bull market. And this one, after the halving in 2016, we had a big drop, actually just before the halving we had a big drop, then it slightly went sideways, then went down, and then we had a big up for 518 days. So I'll take these 2 longs that I set up on Bitcoin yesterday. This one, still the same one as yesterday. It's already massively in profits. 59K 600 opening, stop loss 59,420 closing, and taking it to the top of the channel 71. That's one trade I would take on Bitcoin. And the safer trade is to take it off a nuke on Bitcoin down to 52 after the halving and open a heavy long there. And you can see over on Bybit that's how I've got my trade set up. So my Bitcoin trade, $1,000 in the profits at 2 Bitcoin. I added 1 Bitcoin to it yesterday, and you can see that I've got a buy order for 2 Bitcoin at 52K to add to this derivatives trade, and I've got 1 Bitcoin buy order for 59K to add to this trade on a pullback. And in spot, you can see I'm in 614k in this cash, mainly in cash, 348k in cash plus 250 in cash. So about 300 of this 615k is in cash. So I'm 50% cash right now. I'm holding Bitcoin 1.57. I bought 0.5 Bitcoin yesterday, so 63k. MCRT 45k, Pocket 43k, no movement on Pocket, no movement, 2% down on MCRT. Doge 33k slightly up, WorldCoin 30k slightly down, Uniswap 15k slightly up. I'm going into the halving. So I'm mainly in cash right now. You could buy the rumor and sell the news. So close out trades right now before the halving. We're 1 hour away from the halving. It's Bitcoin halving is in, you can see here, 1 hour and 23 minutes until the halving. That was 30 minutes ago. So the halving is in around 50 minutes, landing on 420 by 8 minutes. So the Bitcoin halving happens on 420. And I think that will affect the price on Bitcoin. Now, usually buy the rumor, sell the news. You can see we have this rounding top. You can see we've got this symmetry here. Support here, then kind of symmetry here. It could easily come down to 52. So just keep that in mind. And over on Bybit, I've got, again, my trades will activate. It will add 1 Bitcoin at 59k and it will add 2 Bitcoin at 52k. But do keep in mind, during the whole Iran-Israel potential world war, we kept bouncing off 59k with very strong triple bottom. So most likely that will hold. That's why I added to those positions yesterday. But 52k is my target. 48k I think is one of my worst case scenarios. And you can see I got these two trades. This one opening at 59,600 on Bitcoin, stop loss 59,420. Take profit at 71. It's 61 risk to reward, risking 193 to make $11,000 per Bitcoin. And this trade is the bigger, safer trade, opening at 52k with take profit at the top of the bull market, 115k. And that opens at 52,874. And again, on Bybit, I've got these orders already set. One at 52, 2 Bitcoin at 52k, 1 Bitcoin at 59k for derivatives. And in spot, I've got buy orders for Bitcoin, Doge, Bitcoin at 59k, Doge, Uni, Pocket, World, and Bitcoin at 52k. So I've already got my buy orders waiting. Now, you could sell the news, sell the rumor, but it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So the rumor is the halving. The news event happens in about 50 minutes. So you could technically buy the rumor and sell the news. This is in Telegram as well. People talking about, I'm trading only spot. Strong buying pressure just came in. There was a $500 dip on Bitcoin, and then a buy came in and pushing it back up. But let's see how Bitcoin goes into buy the rumor and sell the news before the halving in 50 minutes. Less than 50 minutes to the halving. These are the two trades I would take on Bitcoin. And again, over on Bybit, I've got these two trades already set up. My buy orders for 52 and 59 to add to my derivatives, and my spot buys on Doge, Uni, Pocket, World, and Bitcoin. That's my updates in the markets. We're less than 1 hour away from the Bitcoin halving, which lands at 420. Which is amazing. Let's see how the market reacts. 59k held up really strong against this Iran-Israel war yesterday and triple bottomed off 59. Let's see if it manages to hold 59 after the halving, or if we get a pump. Technically, we should get a pump. The halving means the number of rewards that are given to the miners every day is 900 Bitcoin. So if 900 Bitcoin has to be bought off the miners every day, now after this halving, the mining rewards will be cut to 400 Bitcoin. So half the supply will be cut, which means less supply, more demand. It's good news for Bitcoin. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Halving in less than 50 minutes, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.